What's up, Team Buckhouse? Johnathan Buckhouse here, and it's time for another resort review. This is the video series where we go to a brand new ski resort, we absolutely rip it, we explore it, we see what it has to offer, then we're gonna come back here, and then I'm gonna give the resort a score from 0 to 100. The way we're gonna get that score is by going through 10 categories, each category getting a rank from 0 to 10. 0 is not applicable, meaning it doesn't have it at all. 1 is terrible, 5 is average, and 10 is best in the world. So after we get that score, I will tell you who this resort is really for, because sometimes a resort can get a horrible score, but it's meant for beginners or experts or intermediate people. So we gotta know who the resort is for, as well as we're gonna rank it so we can throw it on a resort map and everything like that. So with all that being said, today we are reviewing Arapahoe Basin, one of my local ski resorts. Now, the basin has an elevation of 13,050 feet and a vertical drop of 2,530 feet with 1,428 skiable acres. A basin is normally the first to open and the last to close here in Colorado, and it gets an average of over 350 inches of snow each season. And if that's not enough, A Basin was opened in 1946, and that is why it's known as the legend, because this resort has been doing the coolest stuff for so long. Now, with all that being said, let's jump into the first category, the lift prices. How expensive is it to come to A Basin? And I gave it an 8 on the lift prices, coming in at $105 for the at-window price. You can get so many discounted tickets with A Basin. They also do 3-packs and their season passes. There's so many ways to get a cheaper A Basin pass than $105, but if you just show up for the day, you're gonna pay at the window $105. But still, $105 for what you get out of A Basin is incredible, so that's why I gave it an 8 for the lift prices. Now, lodging, ski in, ski out. I wanna stay at A Basin. It sounds awesome. You can't. They don't have any lodging. 0, it's not applicable, but Silverthorne, Keystone, Dillon area, they all have places for you to stay if you wanted to ride at A Basin. Now, ease of access, how easy is it to get to A Basin, especially if you're flying into Colorado, coming on a trip? Well, if you flew into DIA right now, when I looked, it's a 2-hour and 3-minute drive to A Basin, but this is kind of rush hour and everything like that. So normally it's like an hour, 30 minutes to get to A Basin from the airport. But if you're driving up from Denver or driving up from the airport, you could either go up Loveland Pass, which is a super windy, gnarly pass, or you can come up through the Keystone Dillon area, which still has kind of a windy pass. It's a little gnarly to get to A Basin. And so that's why I gave them a 5 for the ease of access. It's not incredibly hard to get there, but it is a little tricky. Now, normally I would say, you guys are probably wondering why I was at this ski resort, but this is my local one. I go here 30 plus times a season, but we do have a goal to ride every resort in the United States. And the way you guys can track our progress is by going to resortskimaps.com. It's a map of every resort in the United States. All of the green ones are the resorts that we have been to. You can click on them and watch the videos there. And if you click any of the red ones, nothing's gonna pop up because we haven't been there yet. So if you go click the top right-hand corner of the resort map, you will get our schedule for the upcoming season. So you can take time off of work or just make sure you're gonna show up to the resort at the same time we're gonna be there. Now, that could always change, but that is our schedule for the upcoming season, and then we get to rip with you guys, which is incredible. So check out resortskimaps.com. It is literally the coolest thing in skiing and snowboarding on the internet. Just being able to check out every resort in the US, every resort in the world. You can even sort it by epic and icon. It's literally insane. Resortskimaps.com. Check it out. Now, lifts, we gotta get up the mountain, who cares how much it costs if we can't get up there? So what does A Basin have for a lift? Well, they don't have a gondola, they don't have a chalet, but they do have a brand new 6-person high-speed chairlift. The Lenaway lift is gonna get you to the top of the mountain, which is gonna be insane because that lift definitely needed to be replaced, as well as the Pally chairlift is new. It's still a fixed grip, I don't know why they did that, but the Bunny Hill chairlift is new, the Black Mountain Express is new, and the Beavers lift is new. A Basin is literally putting in new chairlifts left and right. A lot of them are still fixed grip, but they got 2 detachables now. Overall, A Basin's chairlifts they're pretty good. They're pretty standard for Colorado, so I give them a 5 for chairlifts. Now, runs, the most important part, because we got up the lift, we paid for everything, we want to rip the run, and A Basin got a 10 when it comes to run. They literally have everything and anything and all the cool stuff that you ever want to ride at a ski resort. Super duper gnarly, they got it. Easy blues and greens, they got it. Bunny Hill, they got it. Anything you would want, tree skiing, bull riding, they have everything. With 145 different runs and 75% of their runs being black or harder, A Basin is literally, it just got everything. It has everything. So that's why they got a 10 for runs, which is so awesome. Now, terrain park, I love the park. I love getting into a park and ripping it, and A Basin has a park. It used to be a lot better. It's actually got dumbed down so much in the past. And the features that they do build, they're okay. They're not bad. Sometimes they can get a little like, ooh, maybe they should rebuild that kicker or whatever. And they do immediately put a park in when they open, which is super awesome. But I mean, it's not. I mean, compared to any of the other parks around, like it's 2 on the park. Now, if you're enjoying this content and you want everyone to know you're a part of Team Buckhouse, or if you want to help us go to all these ski resorts in the United States, it does cost money to fly, to travel, to go rip and everything like that. We do have Evolution stickers that you can throw on the side of your helmet, let everyone know you are a part of Team Buckhouse. We do have a ski version for all the skiers out there. Any of our merch, like the hats, the shirts, you know, any of it, guys, it's all linked down below. If you do snag any of my merch, just tag me on my Instagram. I'll give you guys gear and sticker shoutouts in the vlogs. Now, food! We're gonna get hungry at A Basin. We're gonna wanna eat, and they're actually building a new restaurant, which is pretty cool. But they have a bunch of options for food. Down at the bottom gonna be your traditional like ski restaurant type stuff, but at the mid station they actually have like barbecue and some fancier food. They got a nice bar at the middle of the mountain, and then at the top I think they also put in a new restaurant. There's a lot of places to eat at A Basin with how small of it is, and that middle lodge food is actually really good. So when it came to food, I gave them a 7 on the food. They actually do like I forgot, they do like the midnight like dine-in super fancy cooking as well, that you like go up the lift and everything. Like, yeah, they got options for you. Now, views and scenery, how sick is it at A Basin? Arguably like one of the sickest resorts for views. Like just going up the mountain with the sight of the east wall and how massive and gnarly it is, like that's insane. You get to the top, you can see Khuno, you can see Breck, you can see so many awesome tall 13 to 14ers in Colorado, all the white top mountains. A Basin has views and sceneries for days, and that is why I gave them a 9 for views and scenery. Now, employees, a lot of people say we should cover snow conditions, but A Basin once again is the first open, the last to close. What kind of conditions are you gonna get at A Basin? Literally all of them. But with employees, you know, we've had a Keystone employee absolutely ruin our day. You can check out the Keystone incident right here. But we also have employees even at Keystone absolutely make our day. So I think that's why it's important to cover employees. And I've been riding A Basin going on my 14th year. I've rode it for the last 13 seasons. And so I know a lot about A Basin. I've been and experienced so many employees and everything like that. And I'm gonna give you more of a net score for A Basin employees. And I'm gonna give them a 4 for that, because over the years, I feel like the needle's kind of pointing more on the like, meh. Like they're not bad, but I just feel like they could be happier, and I don't know what is causing that. Sometimes you can get like, yeah, I think that's more, I'm just gonna leave it at that. 4 for employees. Now, the would I go back factor, because if I want to go back to a ski resort, why would I recommend it to you guys? And man, of course I'm going back to A Basin. I absolutely love A Basin. It is an incredible mountain with an incredible vibe, with an incredible scenery. It is so awesome. I go the very first of the season, I go for the closing day. Normally I've been going out to Hood a lot and missing closing day, but it is so sick. The pond skims, the vibe, the park, like A Basin. Some of my best days ever on my snowboard have been at A Basin. I highly recommend it, and I'm definitely going back. So I think I said that in that whole rant, but they got a 10, of course, on the would I go back factor. Now, before I tell you the score that A Basin got, if you guys are enjoying this video and you want to see other ones like this, or see if I covered your resort, check out the resort review playlist as well as on resortskimaps.com. We have literally every resort that has been reviewed, their scores next to their name, which is really awesome. So you can check that out as well at resortskimaps.com. Now, the score from 0 to 100, what did A Basin get? They got a score of subscribe. A 60! 10 points above average, which is awesome because A Basin is definitely above average. Now, obviously they would get a higher score if they had lodging and things like that, but that's not what the total point of this video is. It's to tell you who this resort is for. This resort is truly for the gnarly shredder and the locals. This is like Colorado's like savior to the local resort. You know, they've been kind of limiting how many season passes they've been selling, how many day passes. Like they've been doing a lot right recently at A Basin to keep how gnarly the Colorado crowds are down. So like the local gnarly shredders, as well as if you're trying to learn how to snowboard, I like to take all the beginners there. They have a nice bunny hill section, and the bottom half is really nice for greens and blues and stuff like that. So A Basin is for the person that wants to have the mom and pop feel back at a resort too. Like I love what they do. They push the season every single year. So I literally cannot say enough awesome things about A Basin. They are running it and doing it right. So with that, Team Buckhouse, thank you so much for shredding with me today. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. We'll see you tomorrow in another video because it is daily on this snowboard channel.